The whole issue of critical race theory and what is and is not being taught. I come out of an academic institution, and this is something that academics debate, what is the role of race and so forth. And let me be very clear. I grew up in segregated Birmingham, Alabama. I couldn't go to a movie theater or to a restaurant with my parents. I went to segregated schools till we moved to Denver. My parents never thought I was going to grow up in a world without prejudice, but they also told me that's somebody else's problem, not yours. You're going to overcome it, and you are going to be anything you want to be. And that's the message that I think we ought to be sending to kids. One of the worries that I have about the way that we're talking about race is that it either seems so big that somehow white people now have to feel guilty for everything that happened in the past. I don't think that's very productive. Or black people have to feel disempowered by race. I would like black kids to be completely empowered, to know that they are beautiful in their blackness, but in order to do that, I don't have to make white kids feel bad for being white. So somehow this is a conversation that has gone in the wrong direction. First of all, let me be very clear. I said at the time, January 6th was wrong. I called it an assault on law and order and an assault on our democratic processes. So full stop, it was wrong. Law enforcement will determine what happened there, and those who violated the law ought to be punished. I also, on January 6th, for the first time since I was the National Security Advisor on September 11th, I cried that day, right? Because I thought, I study countries that do this. I didn't think it would happen in my own country, so it was a terrible moment. I will say that that night, when they filed back into the Capitol after it was secured, and they certified that election, I had new faith in our institutions and the people who were protecting them. So we came through that as a country that ultimately upheld the law. Now, I think what Senator McConnell may be referencing is, yes, it's time to move on in a lot of ways. I'm one who believes that the American people are now concerned about their what we call kitchen table issues, the price of gasoline, inflation, what's happening to their kids in school. I think we're going to talk a little bit more about that. I will say that as somebody who was a national security expert, maybe didn't see in quite the same way the rise of China in ways that we're seeing it now. And so we do have a lot of issues. And I hope that what we will do is move on to the next generation of leadership. Because even people like me, I was in Washington a total of 10 years, 2 years with George H.W. Bush, 8 years with George W. Bush. I shouldn't go back. We ought to move on to the next generation, move ahead and deal with the American people's issues.
You wouldn't go back if they asked you?
I have no desire to go back to Washington, D.C. Absolutely zero.
Well, I think it's really politically expedient for Mitch McConnell to say let's move on, especially when the former twice impeached disgraced president enjoys attacking Mitch McConnell. But the problem is that past will become prologue if we don't find out exactly what happened January 6th.
And we will.
So it's not time now.
We will find out.
We must find out before moving on.
We will find out. But I'm going to tell you, I live in California, not Washington, D.C. And the American people do have other concerns that we ought to be thinking about and talking about.
Respectfully, and Madam Secretary, I think...
let me finish now, Sunny, because as I said, I thought this would happen in countries I studied, not countries that I lived in. Our institutions have to be upheld. What happened on January 6th was wrong. I don't know how much more strongly I can say what happened on January 6th was wrong. I also know that as a government and as a...
We could see the former United Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice, as she was defending, she would speak her mind concerning racism. Her perspective is somehow different compared to other people that really talk about this racism. According to her, she said she grew up in Alabama. We all know how racist Alabama was. But her parents taught her something. Her parents taught her that she's beautiful in her own skin and she can be anything she wants to be. And she said that it's just a conversation. Every child to know that a black kid should know they are very beautiful in their own skin and they can become whatever they want to be. And no one can terrorize them. So likewise, while they are trying to become comfortable in their own skin, they should not make it like blaming the white kid for what happened to them in the past. They should just let it flow like that. That was her own opinion that she gave about being racist, and many people took this and many people were very happy with her. You have the Republican, the Democrat, everybody was so appreciative that she was not discriminative. Usually people were based on one side, either they were black, they were white, just saying all those things, but she didn't specify on any of them. Looking back, she talks about the January 6th. That really, her personally, she have never for once support the January 6th. She looked at it as something that she used to read on it on book. She did not know that this will happen to her own country, but unfortunately it happened to her own nation. So she had to cry on that night that happened. So basically she said that everyone that was being involved on that January 6th, they need to be punished, they need to face trials. So she's not against it. According to her, according to Whoopi was saying that, according to Sunny was saying that it's a shame that Senator McConnell keep allowing President Donald Trump just to trample on him, saying all type of things about him, and he's not even taking any action. That's a shame that someone like President Donald Trump want to rule again, who have been for many crimes, criminal matters that they have seen, and someone that is the American people are still allowing to rule for presidential election. According to Condoleezza Rice, she said that she's a very political person. She wants to see. So according to her, she doesn't even believe on the poll. So whatever the poll is saying, she wants to know those questions that was being asked during that poll, which determined them to have the answer. So she didn't even go further to even say that. She just, according to her, then she also said that basically she is in California and the people are demanding, they want certain things. And anyway, America people are not only just based on the election. American people are talking about the price of gas have increased, price of food stuff have increased, but they have other problems, other issues that people are facing, and no one is talking about. To her personally, those are the issues that people need to be talking about, rather than concentrating about who is going to win, who is not going to win. Basically, she did not even have too much interest on that. So Sunny was asking her that, does she think that she would like to go back to the White House? She said nope, she's tired, she don't want to go back there, she has done her own part. And she said that as she's praying that like she has rule and go, and everyone who is like her age, she's 69 years old, they should give chance for younger people who are coming to rule it in their own way. But so basically, ironically, she doesn't support the fact that Biden is running and is old, and Donald Trump is running also and his own. So basically, what do you really think about this? About her issue, looking about you can become anything you want to become. It doesn't depend on you, the color of your skin. So basically, you support the fact that she's saying black people cannot be blamed and white people cannot be blamed. Do you support that fact? Let me see your opinion in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and help share the video. God bless you. Underneath this video, under the job description, you're going to see my Shopee links. Help support and buy. Thank you very much.